Hey friends, happy Thursday, the 2nd of December. I'm Father Bill Hill, parish priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. It's a joy to spend a moment and to pray with you. I'll give you a daily reflection, tell you to read the readings. There's a link in the sidebar. Read them prayerfully, then turn off the screen. Most important thing you can do in all of this, spend some time with God, not just with me, not just doom scrolling social media, but turn it off. Spend a little bit of time with God. Today's my day off. I'm looking forward to it. I talked a little smack against Glen Rock, Wyoming yesterday about penance and Advent, so I am doing my own penance by wearing a Chicago Bears jersey. They are terrible this year. I know. You'd think maybe it's time to switch teams, Bill. Maybe it is time to switch teams. Hey, one parish announcement. We are doing commitment cards for our United in God's Love moment, asking that every household would fill one of those out, commit to each other, commit to our God. All of our ministry, all of our community life is made possible because of our sharing of the sacrifices with each other. So thank you so much for your generosity that allows me to talk about God in all sorts of different ways. It is a gift to be able to serve. All right, let's get down to it. We've got Isaiah the prophet as we enter, into this first week of Advent, and we are paired with that. Who is that? Matthew today. So Isaiah, on the day of the Lord, right? Remember, Advent means coming, the coming of the Lord, his coming at the end of time, our coming in death, as well as his coming in history. But we aren't going to really do the preparation for Christmas until later on in December. Right now, it's dreaming of the day of the Lord. So on that day, the people will sing, and they'll sing a song of praise to God. And it's a little bit goofy to us because, thank God, unlike the vast majority of human history, we don't need to worry about city walls and defense. But the people will sing rejoicing that God defends them and he sets up walls and ramparts and they have safety and security because of the goodness of God. And they will sing in joy. I mean, don't overlook that the image of the heavenly Jerusalem in Revelation has a wall as well. I mean, that is pretty fixed in to most human consciousness for most of our history. The connection, first reading and the gospel, maybe twofold. One connection is the rock imagery, right? Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord is an eternal rock. And then that gets picked up by Jesus about founding ourselves, our house, founding our city on the rock of doing his word. The other is the song that the people sing. Open up the gates to let in a nation that is just. Because remember, the prophets especially were keying in on the unfairness of the system that especially victimized those without rights, the poor, widows, orphans, immigrants, strangers, right? Let in a nation that is just, not one that's built on oppression and victimization, one that keeps faith. Remember, they would always go and turn to the foreign idols and then maybe come back to God. The people will keep faith on the day of the Lord. That gets picked up by Jesus, right? It's not just everyone who says the words of God, but it's the one who roots themselves, founds themselves on his word and does it. So perhaps a bit of the reflection today might be a bit resolution-y. What sort of resolutions are we going to make? It's good. Trust me, it is good. And I do think in conversations with many of you that it does bear the fruit of the kingdom in small ways to root ourselves in prayer and in the word. But how, concretely, are you going to carry out the actions of Jesus today, right? Justice, right relationship, absolute unconditional love. All of it, a huge challenge. And we remember that it's never just about us and, oh God, look at how great I am. But indeed, it's about recognizing our own weakness, our own shortcomings, our own sinfulness, begging that the grace of God would work through us, making us a channel of God's peace. All right, friends, read those readings prayerfully. Turn off the screen, spend some time with God. Dream with Isaiah of the day of the Lord. Be praying for folks that are suffering. God bless y'all.